Hey everyone, it's Darth Nihilus here, back to you today with another video, and today I wanted to take the time to talk about the fact that Eminem should have released his Curtain Call Greatest Hits album on December 6th in the year 2004. Now, I am not changing the day or even month that he released that first Greatest Hits album of his, which he actually did release on December 6th, but in the year 2005, which interestingly was on a Tuesday. And when it came to Eminem's early rap career, there were some times every now and then that he actually would release one of his albums on a Tuesday, but that only ever happened early on in his rap career. And December 6th in the year 2005 was on a Tuesday. However, in the year 2004, which would have been just 1 year earlier, it would have been on a Monday. Now, I don't know if Eminem would have ever considered releasing his first Curtain Call Greatest Hits album on a Monday, especially considering the fact that it's not a official rap album, but just simply a greatest hits rap album of, all of his greatest hit rap songs from 97 or 99 all the way up until that year. But if he didn't decide to release that album of his on a Monday and still would have released it on a Tuesday, then in that case, it would have had to have come out on December 7 of 2004, because December 7 of 2004 would have actually been on a Tuesday if he would have only released that first Greatest Hits rap album of his on a Tuesday, that is. But if he would have decided or wanted to release it on a Monday, then it could have still came out on the 6th of December, the same day and month, but a whole year earlier. And that is what I personally wish would have happened, and I'm really pissed off that it didn't. And the reason as to why I wish and also strongly believe that Eminem should have released his Curtain Call Greatest Hits rap album in the year 2004, but late in that year and at the age of 32, instead of being at the age that he actually was at when he released that first Greatest Hits rap album of his, which was actually at the age of 33 years old in December of 2005, which really frustrates me and enrages me so fucking much. But at the oldest that I personally wish and strongly and firmly believe that he should have been at when releasing that first Greatest Hits rap album of his, I wish that he would have only been 32 at the very oldest. And, for me, at least, it would have been a dream come true if he would have released that first Greatest Hits rap album of his, Curtain Call, in the year 2004 and not 2005, because 2004 would have been a much more classic year for him to have released his first Greatest Hits rap album, and I would have loved it more than anything if he would have released it within that year, and if he would have been only at the age of 32 at the oldest when releasing that first Greatest Hits rap album of his entitled Curtain Call, and when we would have seen him in the music video When I'm Gone, instead of being 33 by the time the music video for that song would have came out, he would have been only 32 and not 33. So yes, it would not have been that much or big of a difference. Obviously, I'm not denying that, but it still at least would have been a little bit of a difference. And he would have also been a whole year younger in age than the age he actually was at when he released it, which was unfortunately 33. Because again, I wish and strongly and firmly believe that he should have been only at the age of 32 years old, at the very oldest, when releasing that first Greatest Hits rap album of his. And I'm really pissed off and frustrated and enraged as hell and furious that he wasn't at 32 years of age when releasing that first Greatest Hits rap album of his. It just makes me mad as hell personally. I don't know about any of you, but that's just how I feel. And I guess I'm the only one who feels that way. And if you can relate, cool, great. I really appreciate that. If not, you can go fuck yourself. But that's not the only thing I wish would have been different about that first greatest hits rap album of his. I also wish that there would have been more new songs on it. Like when he released his first greatest hits rap album, Curtain Call, he put 3 new songs on it, being Fack, Shake That featuring Nate Dogg, and When I'm Gone. Now, I personally hate it that he only has 3 new songs on that first greatest hits rap album of his, especially considering the fact that he has an odd number of songs. Like, odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. You get the picture. But even numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And I would have really loved and appreciated it if Eminem would have put an even number of new rap songs on that first greatest hits rap album of his, Curtain Call. Like, say he would have put 4 songs. And I would have loved it if he would have done that. And just hear me out, please. He put 2 kind of funny rap songs on that first greatest hits rap album of his, being both Shake That featuring Nate Dogg, which is kind of sort of a club type rap song, but also it's kind of funny because of the stuff that Eminem raps about in that song. It's kind of like a Slim Shady type of rap song. It's kind of, zany and ridiculous and silly and comical and funny and all that shit. And then he released Fack also. But then he only released 1 serious, somber, melancholy rap song on that first greatest hits rap album of his, being When I'm Gone. And that was the one and only serious, somber, melancholy, just all around sad rap song that he released on that first greatest hits rap album of his, Curtain Call. Now, I think it would have been only fair if he would have put at least 2 sad rap songs, just as he put 2 kind of funny, comical rap songs, being, again, Shake That featuring Nate Dogg and Fack. I think it would have only been fair and right and just if he would have also put the same number of sad rap songs that were like serious, melancholy, sad, somber, all that shit. Like When I'm Gone plus another sad, serious, somber, melancholy rap song similar to that of When I'm Gone. That would have been just really considerate, generous, and thoughtful on his part, on his behalf. And I wish more than anything that he would have done that. And I hate the fact that he didn't, because I just think it is so fucking dumb and stupid that he only had 3 new rap songs on that first greatest hits rap album of his and not at least 4. At least, have an even number of rap songs, for crying out loud. I mean, how hard could have been? I don't think it would have been that hard. And that would have been only 1 more rap song than the amount that he actually did have on that first greatest hits rap album of his, which was sadly and unfortunately only 3, which is an odd number of rap songs. I just simply wish there would have been an even number, so 4. And since he released 2 funny comical rap songs, being Shake That and Fack, I think it would have only made logical sense on his part and his behalf if he would have also put and released 2 sad, somber, serious, melancholy, serious rap songs, When I'm Gone plus another one. But hell, if I'm being completely honest here, I think he should have even put 6 new songs on his first greatest hits rap album instead of only, 4. Because 6 would have also been an even number. And the reason why I say 6 is because if he had put and released 6 new songs on his greatest hits rap album, then he could have had 2 silly, ridiculous, comical rap songs, Fack and Shake That featuring Nate Dogg, then 2 serious, somber, melancholy rap songs, When I'm Gone plus another depressing one, But then he could have also added like 2 horrorcore rap songs that he could have put on his greatest hits rap album, Curtain Call, which would have been a dream come true. Because then that way he could have had 2 of each, like 2 silly, comical, funny rap songs, Fack and Shake That featuring Nate Dogg, then 2 sad, somber, melancholy, depressing, serious rap songs, When I'm Gone, plus another one. And then he could have also, hopefully, of course, but unfortunately he didn't in the reality of things, which is such a pain in the ass, he could have had 2 horrorcore rap songs, which would have been so damn epic. I mean, that would have literally been perfect if he would have had 6 new rap songs on his greatest hits album, Curtain Call. His first greatest hits album, that is, entitled Curtain Call. I mean, honest to God, that would have been an absolute flat-out dream come true. That would have made me so happy, so at peace, so content, so internally grateful, and I would have just loved that. I really would have. And I think it would have been awesome, too. I really do think that would have been amazing if he would have had like 2 of each rap songs. He had 2 funny rap songs. He should have at least had 2 serious, somber, melancholy, depressing rap songs of When I'm Gone plus another one. And then he could have also, on top of that, had 2 horrorcore rap songs, which would have been such a dream come true. And I really hope that all of you can see and understand my point here and see and understand my frustration about this shit, about, this matter and whatnot. And if not, you can go fuck yourselves, because, I could care less what you think. And if you think I'm trolling here or bullshitting or whatever, you're dead wrong. I have OCD, I have Asperger's, I'm autistic, I have ADHD, even though I've never been professionally diagnosed, I can just tell from just kind of a common basic sense about certain specific things that I most definitely have and struggle and suffer with. But to be honest, I don't give a fuck, because I think of them as my superpower, if anything, because I mean, how many people do you know in the real world, in real life, who are quote unquote normal, who ever think up stuff like this, like I do myself? Like, how many people do you honestly know that you've ever met or talked to in the real world, in real life, who have these same, opinions or beliefs or ideologies that I have myself personally about alternative rap album release dates when it comes to certain specific rappers, that is. And Eminem is not the only rapper that I wish would have released his rap albums earlier than when he actually did. There are other rappers that I also wish would have released their rap albums earlier as well. I just never have done videos on them. But if I can name a few, like 50 Cent, Nicki Minaj, Kanye West, Jay-Z, J. Cole, these are just a few here and there rappers that I also wish would have released their rap albums earlier than when they actually did. Hell, even some of Kid Cudi's rap albums I wish would have been released earlier than they actually were. At least one of them being Man on the Moon 3, which I think came out in 2020, which should have came out either in 2018 or 2019 at the very latest. And the reason I say that is because his first Man on the Moon album came out in 2009 when he was just 25 years old. And then his second in 2010 when he was 26. So I think it would have been really amazing and epic if he would have released his third Man on the Moon album to complete his Man on the Moon album trilogy on the 10th year anniversary of his first Man on the Moon album, that he could have possibly released on the same exact month and day that he released his original one back in 2009 and 2019 on the 10th year anniversary. That would have been a dream come true. Or hell, he could have released his Man on the Moon 3 album in 2018 even, on the 10th year anniversary of his 2008 mixtape, A Kid Named Cudi. but at the very latest, it should have came out in 2019. But that will be, a video for another time when I can, completely and totally talk about that, focus on that, dwell on that, and get really in depth and detail about that shit. But when it comes to like Eminem as a rapper, I just think that when it comes to most of his rap albums, he should have released them earlier. And he should have been also at a younger age when releasing certain specific rap albums of his. And there are, certain specific rap albums of his that I think he should have been a younger age at than compared to others. Like some of his rap albums, I am totally and completely fine with the age that he was at when releasing them. But even when it comes to those rap albums of his, I still think they should have came out like a certain amount of months earlier than when they actually did. But sadly and unfortunately and tragically, they did not, which to me personally is really frustrating, and it enrages me, and it makes my blood boil, and it triggers me, and it makes me furious as hell. It pisses me off that he himself, on his own, with his own fucking choice and decisions and free will, didn't choose and decide to release his rap albums, most of them, that is, on the months, days, or years that he should have released them at. Which just really makes me angry. And obviously, I know that most people are not going to be able to relate to me on this, or agree with me, or even for that matter, understand me and where I come from when making and doing these kind of videos, but I really don't give a shit. I really could care less what anybody else thinks of me when it comes to these sort of things. But I'm going to end this video soon, but to recap, Eminem should have released his first greatest hits album, Curtain Call, on December 6th of 2004, which would have been on a Monday. But if he would have still wanted to release it on a Tuesday, even if he had released it in 2004, which he definitely, without a doubt, should have done, then he could have released it on December 7th of 2004. And instead of only having 3 new songs on his Curtain Call Greatest Hits album, he should have at least, at the very minimum, had 4. So that way he could have had 2 funny, silly, comical rap songs, being Fack and Shake That featuring Nate Dogg, and then also 2 serious, somber, melancholy, depressing rap songs of When I'm Gone, plus another one similar to that in that same, type of style and whatnot. But if he would have released 6 new rap songs on his first greatest hits album, then that would have even been better and a more of a dream come true, because then he could have also added and included 2 horrorcore rap songs, which would have been really amazing and awesome, and would have been so very thoughtful, generous, and considerate of him on his part, on his behalf. But sadly, none of that happened, which to me personally is just painful. It's just heartbreaking he didn't do that. But I'm not going to drone on this video for too long. Let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. I'm out.